School has changed drastically since COVID-19, causing students' attitudes to change towards school and the protocols put in place for the 2020 through 2021 school year. Choir has seen these attitude changes and have had to put their very own protocols in place just to keep their classes going.
I would definitely say there is a barrier on the ability to socially interact like we normally did. So there's a loss on that, which is sad. But on the same side, I feel like people are very resilient and they're finding ways to still be able to connect with each other despite the masking and the social distancing. I also feel like, honestly, students are able to maybe focus in a little bit more because we have less of those social distractions. So it's a little difficult in a performance classroom because we naturally want to be closer together, we want to be interacting with each other a lot more. We did have to space the chairs out 6 feet apart, and we have to wear masks while we're singing, which, as you know, takes a lot of air out of us. It's a little uncomfortable. We also had to prepare putting a lot of things on Canvas, which we normally wouldn't do since we are a performance-oriented class. So with what we had just said, the 6 feet apart, we had to really wait until there was a study released in the summer that gave guidelines and recommendations on what to do on the choral side. And the 6 feet apart is the minimum. Of course, we would love to have been able to do further, but we feel like it's a very safe distance. And we marked the spots for the chairs so students know exactly where to go. We obviously have to clean the chairs at the end of class before the next class comes in. And we are also trying to keep our singing to a 30-minute time. That was part of the guidelines. So we are doing some other activities before we start singing.
I think some of them have changed for the better, like they're more determined than ever to have as normal a year as possible, especially seniors who want to get in there and just have a great senior year in spite of COVID. The distancing has affected some. I think in our larger classes where we have to split in half, and then we're 6 feet apart and we have the masks on, we just feel so separated. So I don't think it's a bad attitude at all, but it's dehumanizing and it just feels so unnatural. I feel like most everyone's doing the very best they can. Well, we have our chairs spaced 6 feet apart and then spaces between the rows as well. We are encouraging people to keep their masks on, which really hasn't been a problem, but there's a few students we have to remind them by pointing to our nose to keep that mask up over their nose. We offer hand sanitizer as students come in, and we offer hand sanitizer as students go out. We're fighting it every hour as we spray the chairs with disinfectant and wipe them off. So I feel like we have made great strides in doing the best we can to prevent illness from spreading.